design at Aalborg University is part of the Danish Lighting Innovation Network. We teach and we do research within the field of lighting design, and we do that by combining the three fields: architecture, lighting technology and media technology. We had a project sponsored where we combine partners from the building industry with different university partners. We wanted to demonstrate how we, by having this human-centered lighting approach, we both could meet some biological needs and at the same time meet some architectural potentials. And this was why we set up some criteria where we looked at how can we improve and boost the daylight intake by adding dynamic electrical light in the window. And we looked at how is this improving the space and the experience of the space. How is this also improving the view and the contact to the surroundings, but at the same time, how can this support a circadian rhythm? This means we're talking about three types of dynamic light. The dynamic daylight changing over the seasons, over the day, and the potentials in this. We're also talking about the dynamic electrical light. We can adjust the color temperature, we can adjust the intensity, even the distribution of the light. And then we're talking about the dynamic in the circadian rhythm and the humans, the individuals, and how we have this cycles and how we can, these three dynamic elements can meet each other. The benefits of a project like this, where we work with open innovation, we work with human-centric lighting, was that it was possible for us to demonstrate and to be able to communicate the potentials in combining these fields. We know that daylight and the changing daylight is one of the most important light sources to us, but we also know that it's not always sufficient to meet our needs for the circadian rhythm. So this is why it's possible to boost the dynamic daylight with dynamic LED light. And if this is seen as one design element, it becomes really interesting. And this opens up a huge area for research.
When we're talking about human-centric lighting and dynamic lighting, there are so many parameters that need to be taken into account. So this increases the difficulty of the project.
You really managed to be able to make clear what are the targets and the goals for the individual partners, and how can you frame this in a common goal that you can all go for. And of course a project can change through the process, so you run into situations where you cannot meet all the goals for the project partners. One of my findings is that working with the experiment as the common tool where you can build things, where you can test things, where you can apply quantitative and qualitative methodologies and targets is really useful, because you create something together where you can say that you actually transform the knowledge from the different partners into a new knowledge through the design that you develop in the experiment.